On a mild summer morning in June 2021, a frantic 911 call jolted the Tama County Sheriff's Office in Iowa. A caller reported a shooting at a home in Traer, and within minutes deputies arrived. Inside, they found a grim scene. Ryan Cooper, slumped in a recliner, bleeding from 2 close-range gunshot wounds to the head. His wife, Karina Cooper, was hysterical but made no attempts at CPR. Present in the home were their 3 children and Ryan's brother, Aaron, who had rushed over after Karina's distressed call for help. Paramedics pronounced Ryan dead. Detectives immediately noticed several red flags. No forced entry, no struggle, no missing property. A single .22 caliber shell casing was recovered, but no firearm. In a separate interview, Aaron revealed something critical. Ryan had recently seen a disturbing Snapchat message on Karina's phone from a man named Houston Danker, hinting at intimate content. Detectives immediately requested a forensic extraction of Karina's Snapchat history. Soon, they found a chilling exchange. At 3:31 a.m., about an hour before Ryan's murder, Danker had sent Karina, "Remember those casings?" Karina replied, "Absolutely 100%. The cryptic messages hinted at coordination. Karina denied any affair, calling Houston only a salon client and friend. She claimed rumors of intimacy were false and that she had distanced herself from him to appease Ryan. But investigators were already zeroing in on Houston Danker. When brought in for questioning, Houston Danker admitted he had been Snapchatting Karina since late 2020, sometimes weekly. He described it as casual, sharing pictures of daily life. He even referred to himself as her gay best friend, a single dad who occasionally asked Karina to watch his child. Rumors of an affair, he insisted, were just gossip. Danker gave an alibi for the night of the murder. After working late, he got gas in Traer, then drove around looking at farms before heading home around 10:30 or 11 p.m. He swore his phone would not be found near the Cooper home. Yet detectives warned him they had access to deleted data and geo-tracking. Suspicion deepened when Danker's phone later showed incriminating searches. Can old open Snapchats be found again? Hours after police questioning. And where do murderers go to prison? Days later. For nearly 3 years, investigators built their case through digital forensics and witness statements. Eventually, Karina herself admitted to having an ongoing affair with Danker and even confessed to making past remarks about wanting Ryan dead, once saying she could shoot him in the face. Then, in spring 2024, the breakthrough came. Detectives learned that Danker had once handed a .22 caliber Ruger rifle to a coworker for safekeeping. This weapon matched the caliber used in Ryan's killing. Though the bullet fragments were too damaged for a conclusive match, the discovery solidified investigators' theory. On February 19, 2024, Karina Cooper was arrested for first-degree murder. 2 months later, Danker was also charged as a co-conspirator. Both were held on $1 million bond awaiting trial. At trial, prosecutors argued that Karina Cooper and Houston Danker had carefully conspired to murder Ryan Cooper for financial gain, pointing directly to his $500,000 life insurance policy as the motive. They told the jury this was not a crime of passion, but a cold, premeditated plan, carried out after weeks of plotting through secret digital exchanges. With no eyewitnesses to the shooting and no firearm conclusively tied to the crime, the state relied heavily on digital forensics. The late-night Snapchat messages between Karina and Danker, Karina's numerous texts expressing hatred toward Ryan, and cell phone location data placing Danker near the Cooper home on the night of the killing. These pieces, prosecutors argued, formed a damning puzzle that revealed the truth of the conspiracy. The defense attempted to paint a very different picture. They acknowledged Karina's disturbing words but urged the jury to see them as fantasy and venting, not proof of murder. They claimed Karina was manipulated and controlled by Danker, a man they suggested had acted independently. Her cruel words, they argued, were the byproduct of a failing marriage, not evidence she wanted her husband dead. As for the life insurance policy, the defense insisted Karina's intent was to protect her children financially, not enrich herself. In a high-stakes gamble, Karina testified in her own defense. On the stand, she admitted sending vile and explicit messages about Ryan, even calling him a sperm donor and joking about his death. One chilling text from just a day before the murder loomed large. "Here's hoping for a rogue semi today. Big accident, no survivors." Prosecutors highlighted that such words were not meaningless venting but clear glimpses into her state of mind and intent. After powerful closing arguments, the jury deliberated for less than 4 hours. On July 11, 2025, the verdict was announced. Karina Cooper was guilty of first-degree murder. The conviction carries a mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole, with her formal sentencing scheduled for September 5, 2025. As Karina awaits sentencing, attention now shifts to her alleged co-conspirator. Houston Danker's trial is set for August 2025, where he faces the same charges, the same evidence, and the very real possibility of sharing Karina's fate, life behind bars.